Back. I'm back. What's good, y'all? Hope everybody's doing good. It's your boy Intro the Intern, and this is Info with Intro podcast. I got another one for you guys today. We're going to be talking about networking and why networking matters when it comes down to business, when it comes down to the audio and video fields. So, networking is the key. Networking will take you to the next level, regardless. Um, I look at networking as the minimum thing that you're gonna get when you go out there, when you talk to people, whether it's online, whether it's face to face, you're gonna learn something new. So you have to be open minded to allowing someone to be able to share information. Now, that information may not always be right, but you never know. A lot of times you'll meet people and they will inspire something in your mind, give you a piece of information. You might get a lot of tips and tricks. Believe it or not, it saves you tons of time having to search online or having to, just fall on your face over and over until you get things right, or just going out in the unknown and not knowing anything and no sense of direction. It's a lot of good. There's also a lot of bad, but I'm gonna cover the benefits of networking. But one thing I could definitely say is networking. You will get something out of it, guarantee. By the time you get home, or by the time you get off that phone, by the time you get off of social media, you're gonna There's gonna be something new you're gonna learn. So that's the key. It's just staying connected and being open-minded to getting that information that you need. So number one, visibility creates opportunity. So people hire who they see consistently. Networking puts your face, your voice, and your work in front of decision makers. So you gotta be consistent. You gotta put yourself out there. We live in a day and age where we're talking about audio and video, right? So you gotta get used to recording every and anything and putting it out there because proof is in the pudding, and that's what people who you're networking with or who's in your network want to be able to help you and take you to the next level and refer you. They cannot do that if you don't have anything to show forth. I know a lot of people that work, but they are too shy to be in front of the camera. They don't do behind the scenes. They slack on a lot of things, when it comes down to visibility, and it's going to be hard for them to land opportunities with these decision makers if they're not putting themselves out there as far as visibility wise. No visuals, no opportunity. Whether it's on camera or in person, you gotta pop up. That's, I would say nowadays, 70% of the work to 80% is actually being popular in that group, being known at least, being seen, and then the execution, the work. It's just how it is. You gotta be seen though. Let's move on. Number two, trust is built through exposure, and that's why. So, audio and video, it's going to build a sense of familiar. I can never say this right. Let me say something else. Trust is built through exposure. Number two, audio and video is going to build trust by networking with people behind the brand. Oh, I'll chop that up. Let's do this over. Okay. Trust is built through exposure. Okay. People trust things and people that are familiar to them. Networking accelerates trust because people meet the real you behind the brand. So right after being working and exposing that work is the fact that it's going to build trust within your network or outside of your network and land you opportunities. So you work in front of that camera or you work the camera, you put the work or the video of you working or whatever you're doing out there, and you do that consistently enough, you start getting more exposure, people gonna start trusting that brand, and then you're gonna start getting these jobs flowing in. It's easier said than done because there's a lot of competition out here, and there's a lot of garbage that's actually getting more light than actual people who are presenting themselves with quality out there. It's tough, but it's possible, very possible. Number three, referrals come with relationships. Most video and podcast contracts come from word of mouth, not cold ads. Um, yeah. So once you start getting this network, people are gonna start noticing a lot about what you got going on. They're gonna trust you. They're gonna tell their friends. They're gonna tell their family. If they're not a hater, they're not a secret competitor. It happens. So if all of that checks off, then it's a go. Your network is gonna start expanding because more people is gonna start talking about you and saying, "Hey, you gotta go to this guy. This guy does great work. This guy's consistent, etc., etc." Number four, collaboration expands reach. Collaboration definitely expands reach if you're collaborating with the right people. When you connect with other creators, brands, entrepreneurs, your content reaches their audience too. So if they're cultivating an audience, then it matters. If they're spending ads and you're spending ads, then it matters. You want to match with someone who is beneficial because they're definitely benefiting off of you. So you have to make it very clear and see how you can benefit off of collaborating with them because then it's just a waste of time. That's not good networking. Good networking, yes, is collaborating with people that can take you to the next level. It's all about somebody pulling you to the next level, and you already have what you're putting onto the table. It's like, all right, I'm putting this on the table, you putting on this table. I got my fans, you got your fans. I got my audience, you got your audience. I got my um, network, you have your network. Okay, you can use my network by working with me. They're gonna know you, vice versa. That's how it should work. It should be somewhat of an even exchange, an even playing field. Because it's pointless to do that because it'll actually bring your brand down. And you don't want that. Number five, access to better production resources. So, networking connects you to studios, editors, sound engineers, videographers, event spaces, sponsors. You scale faster together than alone. That is 100% true. You find the right people you're networking with, you're definitely going to be able to get better resources, more resources, resources that you never had. And that's what I'm good at aside from being creative is actually being resourceful, respecting those resources, appreciating the fact that this person was able to open up the doors for me and show me what is possible. Now, that does not mean these studios, editors, sound designs, and videographers are free. See, people, they tend to forget that. You still have to invest in yourself or come to some kind of agreement down the middle in order to execute these things. But they're there. They're there for you to use and make money in multiple ways if you know what you're doing and you do it smart. Number six, you learned industry standards. So conversations with other professionals teach you pricing benchmarks, client expectations, equipment trends, and contract structures. So these are the building blocks of what you're going to be using and always going to be around once you start getting into these conversations with these other professionals that want to teach you these things. It's all for success. And you wouldn't really know that or understand that if you hadn't networked with the right person and rubbed shoulders and, you know, you can't be scared, and you can't fight the information either. So you got to be willing to be teachable, and then you're going to know the real. Once you know the real, then you're going to be able to figure things out more and execute. Don't fight what is already put in place. You could be a game changer after, but you got to know the game. Let's move on. Number 7, audio and video amplifies your network. Absolutely. When you interview someone or film an event, they repost it, they tag you, their audience discovers you. One connection multiplies exposure. Self explanatory. That's why there's so much money in this field. And that's why it helps it's no brainer. There's no way around it. There's no business that's going to flourish without any form of visuals and audio attached to it. None. It's a part of it. No personal brand, no nothing. You need a camera, you need lighting, you need good audio. There's different tiers of it, but you need something. Even if it's a phone, even if it's an iPhone or a Galaxy, you need, and these are just one of the top tiers. They give you good cameras. They got, everything's there for you. So you gotta get with the times, and these things amplify everything, because now, you either someone went out there and they were just recording you, and they got real followers, real engagement with 100 million people. Let's say 100 million people follow them. That's 100 million people that just saw you because they reposted your video. They saw your video, or they took a video of you, reposted it. So, and that's tied in with what social media really is. Social media is just a network of people networking. And then on top of that, what is a medium? What makes them network? Well, you got words, of course, but then you got video and you got audio. So it's amazing if you really think about it. It's mind blowing. A lot of people take it for granted, but like I said, that's a perfect example of how one person, that one brand could change your life. Number 8, authority is built through association. Oh, yes. You must associate with the right people. Bad brands will make your brand bad. Good brands will make your brand good. You have to stay close to people and brands that have a positive, or just share the same beliefs and goals as your brand. Being seen alongside credible people elevates your brand perception. So if you take pictures, you're in a video with someone that has a strong brand, and you're seen networking, you're going to be perceived as someone greater, or your brand is going to be greater than what the average is promoting out there. So align yourself. It's okay to take a picture. It's okay to do videos. Your fans need the proof. Their audience need it. And once again, that's a cross from that person reposts you, then you get exposed to their fans. So it's kind of like a collaboration in a sense. The easiest one at that. Number 9, opportunities happen off camera. Some of the biggest deals start as casual conversations. Absolutely. Events, studios, conferences, creative meetups. So get used to talking to people. Get used to engaging. You got to. Get used to just having conversation. Get your conversation skills up. And the more you network, what ends up happening is you become more knowledgeable. You may think that, okay, well, I don't need to know this information, until you network with the next person And that helped you carry the conversation on. That sparked a conversation of interest. That was a bridge between you and this person. And you're like, wow, I didn't think that I was able to even have hold a conversation with this person. So pay attention to all these topics that you hear and talk about because you might need it for the next person. And it can happen anywhere. Anytime you're talking to someone, it's like a meeting off the camera. Like, you never know. Number 10, feedback improves quality. So, good or bad feedback, you need it. And networking is how you get, you know, these answers and all of these things that you might have to. Not all of it is true, but majority of it is. You're doing things for the public, so the public has to give you its feedback so you can give a better product or better service. Times change, and so does your product and your service has to. Networking gives you real-time feedback on your content, messaging, and position. It could be your logo. It could be, the way you take photos. It could be your conversation skills. It could be the people that's around you that might be, bad look, or it could go either way. Oh, you're doing great. It could be confirmation. Oh man, like you're amazing, or what you're doing is great out here. Or it could be anything. And it could be real or fake. You gotta look out for that too. And that's a learning block in itself. You're like, all right. So take things with a grain of salt, but at the same time, keep your ear open. Like the feedback is only gonna better you. Let's put it that way. Number 11. Almost done here. Stay relevant. So creative industries move fast. Your network keeps you up to date on trends, tech, algorithms, and market demand. So you're not gonna know it all, and having a certain group of people you could call, meet up with, exchange informations is very crucial. Like I like to call it like a console. Like you have like people that you consult with and they can give you what they study, and you want people to go out there and network too. You want to be around people that's doing the same thing you're doing, going out there hungry for the information, learning, et cetera, because just the other day, I had a friend of mine, tell me something about how this one little switch that's on Instagram that can expose your video to non-followers first on your Instagram reels and then your followers. And I found that cool, and I didn't even know that. And I wasn't fighting the information. I was intaking the information. I said, you know what? Let me research this for a little bit, and then boom, I'm gonna try it out. And it worked out for me. That's a perfect example of networking with the right person. And they are putting you on to the new algorithms, putting you on to the new ways of the market and how it's demanding whatever it's demanding from whoever at the moment. Trends, tech, a new phone, the new, what's needed today that's not needed tomorrow. What's needed tomorrow that's not needed today. Let's move on. Number 12, audio and video humanizes you. People by people. Seeing and hearing you shortens the cell cycle. So it legitimizes you. A lot of people are not trying to fight through what's real and what's fake. You putting yourself out there on video, having clear audio, especially with the day and age of AI, it's going to change everything. It's going to make people say, hey, you know what? I like this guy. I like this girl. I got what they're saying, or let me see if I can add on to them. Let me reach out to them. Whatever, there's going to be an emotional trigger that happens, and hopefully they interact with you after that. That beats just maybe a post with just words or photo, still photo, and yeah, it might be a cool graphic. I mean, graphics definitely work, but you know, You want to be able to just express yourself at some point so you can engage with the audience, especially in a world where you don't really see your friends and family or your colleagues, your peers, your coworkers, the people you network with every day. Everyone's doing their thing, so this is like a central hub to, network and communicate. Number 13, you turn content into clients. Ooh, my favorite. Networking turns views into relationships and relationships into contracts. 1000%. Listen, it's up to a point where a video short can do it for you. So don't be mad when you got this long extended video and now you got to shorten it. The name of the game is something has to hit, whether it's a song, whether it's a long video, short video, whatever, a vlog, something has to hit at that moment to spark that person into building a relationship with you and ultimately landing that contract. You're not here for free, especially if you're spending for ads or you're spending on production. So let's talk them dollars. And it happens every day, all day. Um, 14, strategic partnership lowers cost. See? Shared equipment, shared locations, shared marketing equals higher margins. Like I said, you find the right people that's already spending, what's going to happen? You don't have to spend anymore. If I bought a camera and you got lighting, we can easily exchange to save ourselves. There's no charge there. It's an even exchange. I'm going to lend you this, you're going to lend me that, or we're going to collaborate and do something together. That's a lot. Excuse me, that's a lot of savings. A lot of savings, which means what? That's a lot of making. So you can find the person that thinks like you, that's willing to extend their hand, a helping hand, and share with you. Come to this party, I got you. And then you could do the same for them. It's a wonderful thing. Number 15, community protects longevity. So burnout hits less when you're connected to people moving in the same direction. The work can be very overwhelming. Networking with the right people can help you to reducing that problem, finding the solutions for your problems, allowing you to drop some weight off your shoulders, and maybe even give you a better idea of where you should put your attention and energy to. What sector of your business, what sector of the business, of the market that will allow you to, flourish. So there's a lot of opportunity with networking, you know. And then on top of that, you got global network. So you might meet people that came to visit and they're from, well, you got national and global, so they might be from another part of the country, another part of the city, another country, state. It's and you got them on social media, email, some kind of contact, FaceTime, whatever. It's golden. It's pure gold. So don't hesitate to network, guys. Keep this short today. It's your boy Intro to Intern. Make sure you log on to introtointern.com. Get yourself some merch, and um, I'm gonna give you guys another video pretty soon. Let me see if I got a song I can play you guys on the way out. Let's see if I got a song for you guys. Let me see what I could play today. Let's play Cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 1, 2. Yeah, 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 yeah. I be like, yeah, 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 yeah. I said I'm out like the moon. I got these cool, yeah. I said I'm out like the moon. I got these hundreds, they all give me blues. Most of these people don't want that for you. Ripping my soul, but I gotta stay cool, yeah. These days it's kinda hard for me to count. And I've been trying to figure out what life is all about. Thinking about the past when you gotta think right now. You gotta get the bag, it's time to run around the town, yeah. And if you say you is, you better move them pounds, yeah. If you who you say you is, you better have them rounds, yeah. Say that you official, but you fucking with them clowns, yeah. See me ain't no issue, cause you know I will run down, yeah. Just gotta understand it's a bigger plan. I gotta figure out a way to the motherland. Cannot wait, cause over there they got the upper hand. It's all me on the dream, that's a big scam. It's all me on the screen, who's the big man? Team up, so we could get the big bands. I'm a dreamer, I see we gon' get rich, fam. But I need ya, cause I feel like I'm in quicksand. It's been a while, so I heard this one. Like the moon, I got these hundreds, they all gave me blues. Most of these people don't want that for you. Ripping my soul, but I gotta stay cool, yeah. I said I'm out like the moon. I got these hundreds, they all gave me blues. Most of these people I lost my back piece. Let's go, but I gotta go. Gotta move smart when around all these fools. They just be hating, they don't like the truth. Reprobate minded, I'm out of the groove. Sent out the Lord, so I stay in the booth. These be the things that I just gotta do. Yeah, I just let them talk, they don't have a clue. Yeah, I just pray for them, I see that they do. Yeah, daddy kicked up, now they don't got no rules. Generation lost, they don't got no truth. Inflation definitely causes up to the roof. Talk like you a boss, if the bills is still due. Using our faces. Well, I gotta cut it short. That song's called Cool. You can find it on all streaming platforms. You could definitely find it on Apple Music. It'll soon be up on the site. And this is Networking Info with Intro Podcast. And I'm out. I'm tired.